Welcome to Edgar Snowden. My twin brother used to be famous, but because he can't be here with us, we have an only slightly less famous Cambridge persona who you cannot see, but he is brightly lit from bottom to top, so he can be seen. And he's going to talk to us about foie de grace and how he was the goose.
Well, that's a wonderful way to put it.
Foie de grace, yes.
Yes.
Force fed. Tell us about force feeding.
Well, when I was born,
You were born?
I was born.
I thought God just granted you as his only son.
We're all his only child.
Oh.
We're all loved as you love your son.
Oh, only children.
We're all loved as if we're only children.
Yes.
Oh, my only begotten son,
Yes.
Neal. He's known as very great for those who know him.
Oh.
Very great Kate's.
Oh.
So when I was born, my parents did not want to spoil me. And so,
Does he look spoiled? I ask you, does he look spoiled?
and answer, do I?
Do you? Yes.
I
you
do.
do.
I do look
You
spoiled.
you do look privileged
Because I have a nice shirt, or
because you're a white male in America
okay.
and you went to college.
Yes.
Not only that, you went to graduate school.
Yes.
But that's getting ahead in our story. We have to start with the force feeding.
So there was this guy, Dr. Watson,
Dr. Watson.
who was a
Yes.
psychologist.
Yes, Sherlock. He had a friend named Sherlock.
Dr. Watson was proud. He has this on tape.
Yes.
There's a little girl, maybe 2 years old. And
That
she-
wasn't you, though.
That wasn't me.
Oh, did you have the operation? Are you going to announce today? I never knew this about you.
Well, my doctor became a woman.
Oh, I know that. I do know that.
Have you visited her?
I have.
And you liked her, yes?
I did. I do.
Dr. Burchell in Davis Square Family Practice, an amazing doctor.
Mm. Nice posters on her wall.
Also, yes.
Yes, dipsomania. I took a picture of a dipsomaniac.
And what is a dipsomaniac?
Someone who drinks too much.
Boy, I think I'd rather be a dipsomaniac than an alcoholic.
Well,
Maybe you're not an alcoholic.
you could be a dipsomaniac.
Oh, you
You're
can
probably old enough to be a
Or you
dipsomaniac.
can be a dipsomaniac and not
And
necessarily.
a neurasthenic. That's the other thing. There were Carter's little liver pills.
Will help you with your
Asthenia.
neurasthenia,
Neurasthenia, I think. Which is nerve weakness that makes you anxious and irritable.
Isn't that?
Weak-willed.
Am I allowed to say isn't that?
Hysterical.
Oh, I'm not going to pick on
You better not.
I didn't. I kept.
Oh, that's good. It's good. It reminds you. I hope it doesn't remind you of the force feeding.
Well, you can tell me what you make of it. So Dr. Watson was proud
Yes.
that this little girl and a kitty cat walked in, and she pet it,
Mm.
and then he played a loud sound that hurt her ears.
Why did he do that?
Because then he wanted to show that when the kitty cat walked in after a while, she didn't greet it, she was scared. It was called the conditioned reflex.
Pavlovian.
Yes, very much.
Yes. I know Pavlov. Not personally,
You
but
can
I
do it
know
with
of
dogs
his
and people.
dog reaction.
And Dr. Watson, maybe this is connected,
And his friend Sherlock?
and as a joke I won't tell you now, which I love,
Oh.
and told parents that they should feed their children on a schedule, or else the children would be spoiled.
Oh, I can see where this story's going, because you're not the kind of person who would, even in your youth, be fed on a schedule.
Right, so my father tells me this before he dies. It was very kind of him.
Yes.
He says
Kind man he was.
when you were you were an infant, and we wanted to feed you at the end of every 4th hour.
I remember it well, Dr. Spock.
And you refused to eat then.
Oh, see?
Even though
Contrary, you were hungry.
Even though you were crying all during the 4 hours.
Yes.
And we didn't want to spoil you.
Screw you.
So at
Yes.
the end of the 4th hour, I don't know how the baby discovered why he would say no. You're an expert on the human
Yes,
psyche.
well, I'm an expert on you.
Why
You're contrary.
why would he say no at the end of the 4th hour?
So he could be force-fed, so 70 some years later, he could hold it against his poor, beloved, departed parents.
I don't think maybe if I was more healthy, I would hold it against them.
Yo!
I kind of take it as a given.
It was a given.
Good.
It happened.
So then,
Yes.
my father said, he holds me down.
Ooh. Like that, spread eagles?
Yes,
Like crucified.
Yes, exactly.
Crucified.
This brought me, it was an early religious education.
Oh, yes.
So he holds me down.
Yes.
And
Did you accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior?
I never thought of it that way, but
You should have.
became baptized as a
Yeah.
Catholic when I was 25.
Oh, you'd be a good Catholic.
Because I thought, wow, there's hope. That boy gets off the cross.
You could have been a priest.
He gets
Were you
off.
an altar boy?
No,
Oh, too bad.
but I was very hopeful.
The wine and the wafer? Did you do the wine and the
Yes,
wafer?
I did every day
Oh.
for about a year.
That's a lot of wafers. And a lot of wine.
Yeah.
Okay, now we know.
So it not only brought me to Christianity, I think, I'm
Oh.
guessing, why I would be attracted to this. It makes sense.
It does. It does indeed.
And it seems it enabled me to appreciate Buddhism. That's a little harder stretch.
That sounds like a stretch.
But I had to learn,
You have to learn that it didn't matter.
you know the famous strawberry story with the Buddha?
Yes, I do know that story.
That the Buddhists are swinging on a vine to avoid tigers above and below him, sees a strawberry, plucks it and says,
Delicious.
how sweet it is. And so it seems there's a possibility in that force feeding for me, especially when they stop it. Or even before they stop it, I couldn't be attached to food since I wasn't getting it.
Now, you were right about it being a stretch.
Yes, maybe it's a stretch.
It is a stretch, I think, but it helps in keeping you in therapy, I bet.
Maybe it's too much of a stretch. I thought it would teach. I think, you can tell me better,
I will, don't worry.
that so I'm kind of behind the scenes.
Behind the 8 ball.
Right, behind, really, because
Yes, you have to swallow the 8 ball.
although they're caring for me in their way,
Yes.
very
Yeah.
loving in their way,
In their way.
but I'm resisting them,
In the way they want to be caring.
resisting even my desire for food. I don't
Yes,
want to.
resisting yourself.
Yes,
Now that is you.
that's so hard to resist my desire for food.
Yes.
At the very beginning, that is very confusing to say the least.
Yes.
And I think I had to learn, maybe I'm learning now, that I can't be attached to getting the strawberry. I have to enjoy the journey toward the food.
Stretch.
What is a stretch?
Stretch.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I think they taught me. I think in that lonely place, you know, no, well, even my desire for
Froze up.
nourishment in
Yes.
that lone. There's
Oppositional. They were
Joseph,
oppositional.
and Joseph Campbell says, in the place where we're most alone,
Joseph Goldstein says that too.
oh, that we can find the world.
Mm.
And Joseph Goldstein says something like that too.
Mm.
It's something very, you would know better than I,
I would, but I
something
don't.
very spacious
Spacious.
and timeless,
Time-ish.
timeless
Time-ish.
about, I think that force feeding might have helped me get in touch with that lonely, timeless, spacious present, actually, just to be there and to expect nothing.
Make you into an intellectual. It made you into an intellectual.
Well, it did make me have to think about these things.
You've been thinking about it ever since.
Well, no, I only found out about it when I was about 50, I think.
50, so only for 20 years.
27.
27, well, that's a good length of time to think about it.
Right, but so it might be stretching it to say it taught me Buddhism. It seems, whether it was this or not, that I am recently that there's a, if I am present with you, which I am now,
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Mm-hmm.
well, if I'm really lucky, I'll feel a presence hugging us,
Oh, okay.
like the air and
Okay.
the chair.
You'll have a muscle memory.
Oh my, it's very touching.
Yes.
To feel
See? See?
And maybe I might be stretching it again. No, maybe not.
Maybe not. That's
There's a spaciousness in me that can let you in.
oh.
I feel when I'm present,
Present. Vasopresent.
which means
Like it's oxytocin, oxytocin, and vasopressin. Vasopresence. So it's the thing that connects you in relationship.
oh my,
Vasopressin.
it's a drug.
It's a hormone. So it actually is made in your body.
Vasopressin.
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 Yeah.
And it connects me with you.
Yes. Over long term. It's what makes, like, when sometimes two animals like mate and they stay together for life.
Oh, so now that's
They
right.
have a lot of vasopressin.
Oh, so you have that with me and with Wyoma and
Mm-hmm.
maybe someone else. Yeah, I think so.
Probably. Not my brothers though.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
I'm getting it with my brother and
Oh, that's
after
good.
75 years.
Yes.
Slowly, I have to
Yes.
be on guard. But
Yes.
can you be on guard and have vasopressin?
In the vanguard. On guard, no, it's not really about on guard.
Oh,
Vasopressin. It's more about feeling connected, feeling a loyalty
wow.
to one mate over time.
We're a friend or just mostly mate?
Well, it's mostly mate.
Oh my. Gee.
Uh,
And you feel that, I'm sure.
yeah.
It doesn't sound convincing.
Well, maybe not to you,
Oh, okay.
but
To you?
to me, yes.
Okay. So do these vasopressin come from touch or just from being together?
Well, it's, comes from feeling connected. So I imagine that touch is related.
Can you feel vasopressin when you're not lovers? Like
Uh,
parents and children?
That's a good question. I
Brothers?
don't know. I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know if it's, yeah, it's a good question, but I don't know the answer.
Can you get injected with it and then all of a sudden you love it?
You actually, yes, I don't know if it's injected, but you can take it and have a different feeling toward people.
So could you drop it in their drink like Bill Cosby?
Oh, Oh, you want to be a Bill Cosby. You know what happened to Bill Cosby? He's about your age.
Yeah.
And he's going to spend the rest of his life laughing.
We'll see if you really rich people going to prison. Although if you're black and rich, you seem to be able to go to prison.
Yes. Well, him
And OJ.
and OJ, yeah.
So I would imagine they've done experiments.
With animals. Mountain voles have a lot of vasopressin. Mountain voles
And the
are
bowl is like an
are
owl,
monogamous. No, it's
Oh.
like
a mole.
yeah, or a hedgehog or something only smaller.
But what if we give it to other animals and people?
I think also like pigeons have it. They're very monogamous. I think pigeons are. So, or at least some species.
Penguins, I think too.
Penguins might. I don't know.
Oh, so you need it in order to. Spider doesn't need it because it's once and it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not spiders.
You
Nothing
couldn't-
particular.
You couldn't feed vasopressin to the black widow spider so that the
What? That's
male might escape.
I don't know. It might be.
Nice male.
Nice.
Nice.
Praying mantis. Feed it to
Same
the
thing,
penguin.
yes.
Yes.
These are wonderful experiments waiting
Yes.
to happen.
Waiting to happen. I know you're a neuroscientist at heart. Trying to change your own psychology.
So it seems like I was stretching things. I wonder though, if a child realizes that being hungry, his desire, brings pain
Mm.
and refuses to give in to it, what happens to that desire? Very confusing, yes, if your primal desire.
Well, I think you're a perfect example of
Yes,
it.
that's what happens.
Yes.
So how do you disabuse yourself?
Uh-huh. Take a deep breath. Because what happens to you as you slow down and allow the vibration of the seed syllables to guide you down the slippery slope, you, at some point, if you're lucky, arrive at the realization that the journey itself, the sliding on the slippery slope
What is this?
of the sliding scales,
What
life.
would be an example of a slippery?
Well, like just living in America at this time.
Having a child is a slippery.
Yeah.
Meaning you could always slippery slope
Well,
reminds you
meaning
that
that it
this-
could go any way. It could be a nice experience.
or you could start sliding in way out of control.
way out of control if you're not
Oh, diligent and no way to.
attentive and if
Right.
you don't practice the kind of smoothness of moving when the ground isn't stable. If you have no practice at it, then when your moment comes, and the Tibetans think that moment is when you die,
Yes.
you won't be ready, and you'll get scared, and you'll do something like refuse to eat when you're offered,
Well, I'm going to do
Food.
that actually. I want to fast to death.
well,
Saying
that probably would connect you with your mother and father again.
it might. Yes.
Yes, it would.
Telling the story, it's never too late to have a loving mother again.
It's never too late to be force-fed.
Food is still a challenge at times.
Yes,
If I don't-
well.
if I eat it when I don't really want it,
Mm.
it brings up screams and
Reflux. Brings up reflux.
Yes, my stomach shuts down for about
Yeah.
a day and a half.
Wow.
That happens.
You're a sensitive person of the book.
I still think, although I haven't said it correctly, and maybe I can't, that I learned something very important about being present there. Although I was hiding behind, I was really hiding from my parents, really, what they wanted. They was trying to help me, but it wasn't working with me. And it seems behind that wall, I learned something. Very lonely, I learned something.
Well, that's a good story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's better to create a story that what happened to you taught you something than
To eventually get open, when I'm ready to let down the wall and discover, oh my, I'm really connected to your green shirt and your smile and your sound. What a gift that is.
Oh.
So I guess it's the story of someone coming out of hiding after all these years.
Coming out of hiding or making up a story
About coming out of hiding.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you don't get too caught in the story and you can slow it down, you can then tell the story in several different ways so that you don't have to get wedded to one particular...
Yes, it might be that I'm trying not to be angry at them.
Could be. That's another story. That's another story. But the point is, where you have choices, there's also risk. And the risk is that you'll tell yourself a story that shuts you down. And then lock onto that story and lock into being shut down. So it's better to start off with a story that was a learning experience that took you a long time to learn once you'd heard about it.
Yes,
Because it happened and it had an impact on you before you even knew about it.
Yes, it's imprinted upon me.
Yes. So telling stories about something that you now know about that you didn't know about for 50 years
Yes.
seems like a pretty healthy response to what at the time probably was not a pleasant experience.
No, and probably warped my life.
Well, maybe.
Not that alone, actually.
Yeah.
The whole. But my father thought that was why I was so stubborn.
Well, that's his opinion. I mean,
Yes.
he also, that if you dig deep into his story, he probably thought that of you because it had something to do with him. And because by what you've told, what I know about your father,
Yes.
is he also was pretty stubborn and had a pretty stubbornly difficult relationship with your mother.
In some way. Oh, I see. So maybe they were both stubborn and they were teaching me stubbornness.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I mean, that's another possibility.
It was a gift in a way to...
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
why-
they would have done better if they'd known what they were doing,
Yes, and
which is where the potential freedom is for you, I would think.
to be stubborn when, not even be stubborn, but to be...
To dig in. You
To be
dig in with
firm is a
your...
better word.
Firm is a different word.
Same thing, but just to look at from a different perspective. Standing up for yourself.
Yeah.
Standing for what you believe. Well, this is a therapeutic afternoon, different than I expected.
Well, that's good.
I'll change my story
Maybe.
tomorrow night.
Yes.
I don't think I'll
Yes.
get into Buddhism.
Oh, well.
I thought I would.
But now you're not so sure.
No, it still seems we only have 2 minutes. That there was some immense spaciousness that the Enforced Fed helped me find.
Well, yeah, that's possible. It's also possible that you've now been released and you can feel spaciousness now
Without
And-
hiding behind.
and without telling that particular story.
Oh, I see. Just feel it.
Yeah.
I felt it once when my friend was massaging me while I was lying on a tree branch.
Oh.
And I felt all of a sudden dissolving, and the branch could be inside me, and
Uh-huh. You didn't fall off the branch. did
not at
you?
all. No,
Oh, good.
it was very something about this woman.
Mm.
Even hugging her, I would feel spacious. I was mostly made of space. It was a great
Mm.
gift.
Great gift.
I thought I could walk through walls. Actually,
Well, that's a little bit more
I
of a
didn't.
less of a
I
gift.
didn't try it, but that
Good.
felt that.
That's good. You might have had a rude awakening.
It felt that like you could go right through me,
Mm.
or are you?
Yes.
I don't know what that means, but it feels very freeing.
Mm.
We're not.
And then you could get back to the vibration.
Of 20 seconds ago.